Professor,
How you doing?
how you doing? Your pancakes look so good here, Professor.
Getting a little warm, my youngest boy loves it. Of course, teenagers like hair, you know. Like, don't cut it, Dad, don't cut it, Dad, it looks cool. I said, it's starting to get hot.
Now, the hair is big.
Yeah.
Got it trimmed up pretty nice.
My wife loves cutting this. I'll be home.
Call to order the recess budget work session from June 4th, 2020 on Thursday, June 11th, 2020 at 3 o'clock. As always, we'll start with invocation. If you would, please stand and join me. Most gracious Heavenly Father, Lord, thank you for the day that you've given us, Lord. Thank you for the rain that was given to us last night. And Lord, just know right now we're living in crazy times. Lord, would you give us comfort, Lord, know that you're still in control. Lord, just ask you to lead and guide, direct us in every way. Lord, just ask you to protect our law enforcement and the stuff we're going through right now. Lord, ask for forgiveness before we fail you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Please continue standing for our pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Offer to approve the agenda.
Motion to approve. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. All right. Now we're just going to do the continuation of the budget discussion. Ms. Julie has got us 3 different scenarios right here laid out on what we want to do for the putting back the wireless internet. Are there any questions on this?
I'd like to go ahead and move forward and let the sheriff go first with any discussion that he needs to be brought forward so he can get on out of here.
That's fine with me.
So Ernest, didn't you have some questions for Mike, or when Mike come up here at today's meeting? As far as
I think I've already got my answer.
Was there any more questions for Sheriff Marshall while he was here? Mr. Walker?
I knew somebody had some, yeah.
Really appreciate you being here. This is just a little question. We had some discussion about this one in the garage. 15, started for the garage over to your department. And word I'm understanding I am is they're completely comfortable with that, or at least reasonably comfortable with it. And
I'm willing to help out the commissioners any way I can, and it's a small budget. Small budget and 2 personnel, so it's not the big challenge, you know. We just got to look at everything, see where everything stands at, and go from there.
I appreciate your ongoing willingness to support this board and its directions it's choosing to go in. Most recently, being what we're discussing, it's kind of true to form. You've got a good person to have there doing what you're doing and support this board all along, so I'm not surprised at all that that's continued.
I'm helping out.
Thank you, sir.
I just to give one comment to the sheriff that you may not, I don't know how close you've been following what we're doing, but since you do have a few other things going on. But we're going to have another review in November due to the uncertainty of this budget. It's already set for what date, Shannon? November 9th. To go back and look at the budget and see what the sales tax actually did and everything, and to go back and review for any adjustments we might want to make to the budget. So instead of waiting until the next summer to do it. So if just for your information, that's going to be going on in all the different areas that you oversee. So if we do like the garage thing now, then you need to tweak it or something, or some other area, that'd be a time you could do that instead of having to wait the whole year.
On that day, and if while y'all brought that be, not in town that particular date. I can have everything that I see in writing to Shannon.
That's all we need.
Smith.
I just want to say that we appreciate everything you do for us. You're always willing and able to help us out anytime we need it. Thanks.
Have my
Just want
best.
to say thank you.
Questions, comments, for Sheriff?
Good? Thank you.
All right, have a
Thank
good
you.
one.
Any more discussion on how y'all want to move forward with, that proposal?
Which proposal?
The one that, we all voted on, we'd come up with the putting two positions in, putting it under the sheriff. Everybody good with that?
I think.
We voted, y'all did
Position for the jail.
No,
Garage.
from the garage.
70, 72, you all were okay with that last
Yeah, we
time?
agreed to that.
I was- I'm sorry, I was pretty much okay, but if you recall specifically, I was a little bit curious about the, 7-step job for one of the employees. The other one's already at a certain grade level, but one we were moving up. So 6 positions, 7 positions, from 63 to 70. And to me, that seems like a little larger jump than all they would expect under their circumstances. Not that that's a deal breaker for me, it's just kind of something that caught my curiosity.
And another thing is we're
I don't know
cutting,
many folks who get a 7-level promotion nowadays.
the biggest thing is we're also cutting out a position. The, sheriff foreman was gonna be cut from that, going from 3 down to 2.
Right?
My reason for recommending that was they're gonna be doing almost the same job. You're doing the same job, you should be getting the same pay. Very close. I mean, there's very little difference in the two positions, the way we've restructured them.
And probably 10 or 15 positions I've held over my working career, it wasn't always necessarily that way. Sometimes you have 2 people, one's not doing even nearly as much as the other, but they're in a supervisory role and that changes.
I'd like to ask Mike a question. And the county manager probably already talked to you about that situation, where you got 2 people at the garage, and one is gonna be the supervisor, and the other one's gonna be the, mechanic. And they put them on, thinking about putting them on a certain scale. Have you been aware of that?
I've been made aware of it, and there again, I've not had time to, or been in a position to step in and look at everything that's taking place. The one issue that I see that, just right off the bat, don't make sense, is why you've got almost a 8-step span between the two when they primarily do the same job. Now, I do see an issue there, but once I can get a little bit of time in there, or if this is what the commissioner decided they want to do, I can get a better idea of what needs to take place. Kind of like what we did with the animal shelter, go in there and what we need, I'll have a good idea of it, and as long as there's funding available. If I'm overfunded, I think with the animal shelter, I was able to get with Julia, we pulled the money back to the county budget because it was unnecessary, what we didn't need, and we got everything in line with where it should have been. And that was after I had some time to spend over there to see what was needed, what wasn't, and to speak just openly on it right now with, what knowledge I have, I think would be ignorant on my part. So, I think if the funding is available to give me some adjustment range to work out everything, see where we at, I think I can adjust it, and then if we overfund it, I don't have a problem coming to Julia and asking about, payment to, pull the money back, or,
I know you and I talked about it, and you said you wanted time enough to at least do the evaluation on it before you made a comment about it.
as far as what particulars need to be done, I don't have a problem with going out and going to work with them and everything
think we'll have to ask them to look at these two positions.
Yeah, it'll be a little bit different now, because when he was,
Yeah, well, that's what I thought you said, and I want to make sure that we have an understanding on that. Thank you.
Commissioner Walker?
Appreciate you staying around. Always good to have your input, your view on things. One thing I guess was concerning me about this is, it seems like almost trying to micromanage how you run this little part of your department that you run. If we tell you that you're gonna give employee B, whatever, mechanic position, a 7-step increase. And I like your thinking, Commissioner Akers as well, and Commissioner Morris, is let's take a look at it. That's total budget is really small. And I'm sure that funds will be there to support whatever your decision is. But, because you're the person that's willing to go over there, evaluate these jobs, based on what you're seeing, and that's, you will at some point, hopefully have a benefit of a salary study. And when you get sufficient information, then I would prefer that you make that decision.
I've never had anything back from the commission. I always try to be open with you.
Understand? I commend you for that.
I think one thing that you talked about with Julia, just to make sure that we have a clear understanding, is you did want to leave it budgeted with the 70 and 72, because that way you have the opportunity to pull the money back if you don't use it. So from a standpoint from budgeting, we have to budget it as a 70 and a 72. So it has to stay.
Or a budget office, you know.
Well, just for simple procedure, just to do it that way, how it's in there now, he was good with that, and then he can look at it and have the funds available to either pull back or keep, or however he decides to do it.
If you leave that amount in there,
Right.
then are you keeping them at what they are now until you make a decision, or are they gonna go straight to that new grade come July 1?
I would say,
Right.
and the reason that I see things in that direction is because it's awful to give somebody something and then take it right back. I mean, that doesn't usually, outcome is not very good with that.
So would you like for them to stay at their current grade level until you decide what you want? And if that 70 is budgeted, then you can go straight to it, or whatever.
Give a better idea of what we got, where we need to go with it.
And we can do that, and we can just leave it like it is, and
Well, that's kind of what we're doing, leaving it where they are until Mike makes a decision on what he's gonna do.
that you got it budgeted.
But I had to budget it somehow, so I did the 72, 70 grade.
Well, I think the statement was made in the beginning that the commissioners would make the original budget grade scale.
Right.
And then as soon as it went into Mike's hands, any budgeting after that, he would take over. Is
Yes.
that correct?
Yeah.
We wouldn't, the five commissioners
Everybody's
would
salaries
make the
won't change
initial
until Mike
scale.
makes a decision
And
on
then
what he's
after
gonna do.
we make the initial scale and it goes to Mike's hands, Mike will be in charge of the budget after that.
Mr. Chairman,
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
that helps clarify things for me, because I don't want to go into this with the sheriff feeling like we're telling him what to do. You gotta give this person this 7-step increase. I like what he described as his approach of dealing with it. He'll evaluate it. Maybe he'll get input from the salary study and then make his decision. And, the workers who are there are possibly hearing this. A fair number of people might be. But I'm comfortable with the position that I'm describing. And I know the sheriff will be as fair and equitable as he can be in dealing with this. I wanted to just leave it in, this particular strong.
We're just budgeting it that way. That does not mean that until Mike Mike makes his decision and decides what he wants to do and what he wants to do, then that's when they'll be assigned the grade.
Your budget.
Well, the supervisor's still 72.
72 and 70, right?
Yes, yes.
Your budget, what y'all plan on for it, it helps me out a lot, and just as well on the animal shelter. There was a lot of set of funds there to bring everything up to grade and everything up to speed. Once we got to a place in that, best I can recall, Julia, within 6 months, we were able to give it Julia, and Julia done a pullback, funds that unnecessary, and it was a substantial amount to make a difference. So we were able to bring the shelter itself up the grade as far as passing.
I like the if I may.
Yes, sir.
I like the concept of management or leadership by results. And if you get good results historically, then I have a reasonably high likelihood that you'll continue, as you described. You used a similar approach with the animal shelter, it worked. And no reason why it wouldn't work.
Feeling good on it?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Thanks, Sheriff.
Does the board wish to proceed with this?
What?
What we voted on before, is everybody good with it?
The 70 and 72. Yeah, I'm good with it.
That's what we voted on last week, I just want to make sure the board still feels the same way.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we said.
Ernest,
I didn't hear what you said.
you still good with moving forward with the, different grades, right there at the 70, 72? Okay. We can move on from that one then. All right, our last item is the wireless internet. I know it had been proposed, putting 500,000 back for it. And I believe, Commissioner Walker had asked, maybe looking at see what to do with the 200,000 going back. Is that correct, Commissioner Walker?
I did.
Okay. So Julia has 3 different scenarios here for us. And with the percentage of what the fund balance would be at for 0, 200,000, and 500,000. So I'll open the floor up. If anybody wants to go first on this.
I'll go first, Mr.
Mr.
Sheriff.
Morris.
I think the 500 we don't need to do now because of what Eric said Monday. He's taking a whole new look at this and an alternate funding strategy. And if he ends up going with that second pot of money, because the first one's probably not going to be available, then I would imagine that would cut in half. It's half the amount. So I would say we could say that'd probably be half of the 500 would be most he would propose. So, be honest with you, I don't think it really matters too much. I think it'd be good to put some token amount in that says we're going to do, it says we support we'll support matching funds for wireless internet when we get the opportunity to vote on that and make a decision on it. But, you know, the difference between 18.6 and 18.9 and whatever, you know, those differences are minute. You're not going to fix anything with one of those percentages that you can't fix with the other one. They're so close together. So I'd say, you know, 100,000 or 50,000 or whatever, just as long as we put something, you know, that shows that we're serious about doing wireless internet. Then another thing we could do is, in addition to that, we could, Julie, how much money did you say was in that economic development account for I think it was feasibility studies or something?
Feasibility study and the study on the school.
Yeah.
We've not got a price on that yet either.
How much is in there though for that?
Like 100,000, isn't it?
I was thinking it's at least 100 or so.
Got to find my, give me a second.
while she's looking for it, I'll tell you what I was gonna say about it. Why don't another thing we could do is just say that money can be used for the feasibility studies and matching funds for internet if we decide to do that. Then you've designated a certain amount there that, can be used for internet if you wanted to use it for it, and that way, and without even having to add any money, set anything aside, so that'd be another approach you could take. I don't think, this really doesn't become an issue till we get a fixed proposal and we see what kind of outside money we could match and get. That's when we're gonna have the real discussion on it, so anything we do now is kind of symbolic, I think.
It's 200,000.
So there's 200 there, if you just said, you know, say, designate part of that or all of that can also be spent on internet.
Taking that for Gary to do the study on the school buildings out there.
Well, if he gets it before the internet comes along, then that's fine. I'll just say make it an either or, you can spend it on either one, internet matching funds or feasibility studies.
I like that.
Okay. Because these other percentages, if you do 0, you get 19.1%. You do 200,000, you get 18.6. You do 100,000, according to my calculation, you get 18.93. So, there ain't a whole lot of difference in that.
Well, basically, what Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
basically what I hear you saying is we can leave the economic development budget as is, just expand the range of uses. And it can be used for infrastructure, which internet access is infrastructure. It can be used for projects like, gate mentioned. Julia, I think, where he's doing some, Mr. Peterson's doing some
Building study.
repair work, a study, and that. Anything that falls under economic development, with a broader range of options, that 200 can be used for. I can go with that. I'm really struggling with 500 or 200 even locked in to our budget. As uncertain as some things are.
One comment I would add to that, to yours, is that I would prefer it be for internet matching funds, period. Not for just giving away to anybody. It's gonna have to be for matching to get outside money. That's what my interest is.
That's what I would prefer
Yeah.
also.
Because we can't fund these things without outside money.
And we can't fund a private enterprise with public money.
Exactly.
So we have to.
So are you saying designate that 200 for just that?
No.
No.
No, for what it's currently used for or internet.
Or
Matching.
infrastructure, I think, maybe even a little safer, because everything.
I make it wireless, make it then wireless or
I
something.
just want to make sure I wouldn't need to make a note on
I'm
there
talking
that that's
about water
what.
sewer here, I'm talking about
I
wireless
would prefer,
or in the ground, either one.
I would prefer, for the economic development purposes currently designated or specified, plus, infrastructure, particularly, internet.
Internet matching funds.
Yeah.
That's good, I'm good with that.
Ernest?
I wouldn't want to go with $200,000. I'd like to go with 100.
But the 200 is in there already, right?
Huh?
It's already there.
What?
The
200 is already that he's talking about. Isn't that correct, Julia?
If you put another 100 with it, you would be sending a stronger signal that you're aware of the importance of internet. It doesn't matter, I mean, I'm good with either one, either proposal.
I think, if I may, I think Commissioner Langford was talking about going in the other direction. Take the 100 out.
I don't think so. At 200, he could go 100, not 200.
I think 100. Were you saying?
Let's it's already.
200
budgeted,
is already in
200.
there, you would prefer $150 above.
Yeah,
100 in the account or 100
There's two
instead
hundred,
of 200?
It's 200, right?
200,000 in the account
Economic development.
right now, capital reserve.
Already in there.
Yes, sir.
Already in there.
I'm not for reducing that at all.
No, last year.
It's been there for how long now?
There's some things, there's some things that's
it
coming.
ain't no big deal, because they're not gonna come out with it
Right.
soon anyway.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I think Commissioner Morris is giving his concurrence to using the 200,000 that's already in the budget for economic development, just broadening the uses a little bit, particularly to cover wireless and particularly cover matching grants. One of the other, Commissioner Akers said he could go with it. I guess Commissioner Mendenhall is still the only one here. Those two we haven't heard from.
Well, I think maybe I didn't make myself clear, but I'm fine with that. Because the 200,000 is already in the budget. It's not like we're adding more money to it. The 200,000 is in there for economic development, correct?
Yes.
And all we're saying is that we can add the extension that it can be used for internet as part of it. Part of the economic
Particularly
development.
matching.
Yes, yeah. I'm fine with that.
I agree on what to do.
I have one other thing I'd like to discuss, please, regarding what's on the table for right now. I don't want Will to feel like we're trying to corner his arse in any way. So is there any chance that he would be uneasy with what we're doing, you're discussing doing here today?
I don't see that being a problem.
Okay?
No, I think he'd be fine. He's all for projects moving forward that would benefit the citizens.
I just don't want to unnecessarily upset any of the employees, and particularly a department head.
He's just always wanting something there, whether it's spent or not, to make sure that we are promoting economic development in the county.
Let me clarify one other point, if I may, please.
Yes, sir.
I think these funds, before they're spent, they have to have board concurrence.
Budget amendment has to be done to move it from capital reserve to wherever we're gonna spend it. The board has to approve it.
Thank you.
Is everybody in agreement? Next question is, have approval for the budget?
We need something. If you take out the $500,000, it's $40,664,398. It's the budget total.
Could you give me that number again?
Still at the
40 million and what?
40,664.
40 million.
40,664,398. It's on the sheet
Okay,
that says
we'll have to keep that.
0 for wireless.
And there will be the school money added to that.
Yeah, the schools added to that is,
That'll be the total of 53,528.
596,128. You can find that on the expenditure sheet.
How does that compare to last year?
It'll show you on here.
What's that number again on the school? What's the number of school again? Number for the school?
The schools get 12,931,730.
One thing I meant to make, point I'd like to make before we approve the budget too, is that the school budget needs to be part of this November review process we do. They probably have more uncertainty than we do about how in the world they're gonna operate and everything, and Lord only knows how they're gonna, what kind of unexpected stuff they're gonna hit with trying to social distancing classrooms and run school buses and do all that stuff, so.
I don't know how they can possibly do that,
Junior,
especially the school bus, how this.
county manager.
Well, they've saying some.
Yeah, I mean, his
about not
budget
having
runs school.
Not having the heat or air conditioning.
We do what we're doing now, 53,580
The difference, Mr. Langford, and what I recommended and what you looking at now.
That's because of the 300,000.
12A and 6.
That's, you added the 300,000.
Until we added the 300,000 from this fund balance.
That's what.
So that made it 13.
That made it 12,931, 730. That's what the tax.
You mean
Okay.
for last year?
That's what,
From what I
that's what I
recommended.
got now. 12,931,
From what I
730.
recommended.
Recommended it's right here, right?
Recommended right there.
Right, but I was the school one, I'm talking about the school one, yeah. Yeah.
When you look on this expenditure, I do not include that Poplar Springs money because that comes from the 4-cent fund. This is exactly what the 62 cents does.
So what we're looking at approving before we get a motion is $53,596,128, including the school.
Yes.
Then I'll make a motion that we, approve the fiscal year 2021 budget with the reflected changes for a total budget of $53,596,128 with a 62-cent tax rate reflecting the current appropriation of the tax rate being 31 cents per general fund and 31 cents per school current expense, with no property tax increase and the fund balance remaining at 19.10%, with the fire tax rate being 0.08 cents for King, Walnut Cove, Rural Hall, and the fire service district and the school for SciTech fund will remain at 4 cents.
Mr. Mendenhall? Mr. Chairman? We need to
I
include,
need a second before we go to discussion.
I'll second.
Okay, go ahead, Commissioner Moore.
Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
we need to include in the motion, Commissioner Mendenhall, as he was formulating his motion, we need to include in the motion that this is subject to review in November, will be reviewed on November 9th. Changes that appear beneficial at that time.
I think it's still where you use.
You did the budget approval motion, we've already made a note, and you talked about it for November 9th.
Just, as long as we're kind of locked in with that.
Yeah.
Made it clear. That's all I have.
Thank you, sir. So I have a motion and a second. Any more discussion?
When you asked to approve the budget ordinance,
Excuse me.
when you want to do the budget ordinance,
That's what she was asking out.
That's what I just gave you was,
at the next meeting, next regular
you
meeting.
can go ahead and approve the budget ordinance today.
You got it ready?
Yes, that's it right there. That's what I passed out.
That's version 3 or 2.
Theoretically, I should wait for version.
I thought if you was ready, then we could just do it all today.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. If that's what, usually you don't have it ready.
I know normally I don't.
Becker and
Normally I had to make changes, but I'm not, that change I had to make wasn't.
Any more discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? All right.
That's the first budget I voted for.
I was about to say, I didn't hear no nay on
I was
that.
gonna tell you that.
Need to approve the budget ordinance.
All right, have a motion on the budget ordinance.
Yes,
We approve. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? All right. If there's no further business,
I'll make a motion with adjourn.
I'll second.
discussion, all in favor?
This meeting was long enough, let's go.
You just stay, you can stay over your.
Yeah, Rick, normally I'm having to do.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Meeting adjourned.
Normally I'm having to change.
Good job. Good job.